What's going on, my favorite people? What's up, my loves? Jasmine Atten, Mystic at the Crossroads. Happy Sunday. We are pre-full moon coming in, and as you can tell by the title of this video, this is my 5-MeO DMT 2-month, I almost want to say post-op. That's what it felt like having brain surgery or spiritual surgery, my 2-month update. And I decided to do this because I just put up a post on Facebook, and I was just with Dr. Jerry a couple of days ago, and so many things have just shifted for me. And I've gotten a lot of inbox messages and a lot of comments from individuals saying that they either partook in ceremony or they're thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should do an update video. A lot of people that will see this replay on YouTube are like, what's the update and how have things changed for you? I feel like a lot of you that have been following me for a long time, especially the last couple of weeks, have seen some things on my timeline that are maybe a little out of what's been my, I don't want to say my norm, because nothing's normal for this Pisces, but just things that have just been a little different for my content and things like that. I'm just sitting here and I'm realizing I'm wearing the same t-shirt that I wore when I did my 5-MeO experience video for you guys a couple of months ago. Thank you so much. Hey, Ivan. Angelica, what's up, my love? How are you? I miss you, girl. Hi, Nina. Hi, Rosa. How is everybody? Thank you so much. Please share this video. Like this video so Facebook and YouTube know that I'm cool and they'll circulate my videos, because they're not doing that as much. There's some changes with algorithms, and if you don't like videos, or if you're on YouTube and you don't share and subscribe, then my content doesn't get shared with other people that are looking for the same type of help. So I would really appreciate it, and help your girl gain some more subscribers on YouTube, because I want to help the collective community. But anyway, you're here for what I posted. What has happened since my Buffalo Various experience? How has life changed? And boy, oh boy, has it been a changer. Oh, for sure. My best friend, I was out with her for dinner today, and she was like, girl, like, what was that post you put up last night on your YouTube? Like, what are you doing? What is going on? We got naked guys, and like, what is happening? And I have to say, life changes. We are growing experiences. Yes, Angelica, we got to hang out soon. Justin, where have you been? I'm so sorry. Justin Anderson, where have you been? Inbox me. What's going on? I miss you. We need to catch up. Okay. 5-MeO DMT. If y'all did not see my first video, you can catch it on my YouTube channel, Mystic at the Crossroads. Life changer, game changer. I don't know if it's the 5-MeO or if it's my Moldavite with my, what is this called? A transformer crystal. But things are very different in a very positive way. And if you're looking for change, and if you're looking to just kind of improve areas of your life, or if you're looking to really be faced head on with the shit that needs to be fixed, stay tuned to this video. So, first and foremost, I am 10 weeks post-death. And I don't say that, I'm not saying that in a joking manner. I say that that was my experience with 5-MeO DMT was, and I just recently found out because I did not know. Luna! I'm sorry, the cat is like making weird cat sounds and scratching shit. Please excuse her. She just lets me live here and I pay all the bills. I say that with every conviction of the word. When I say ego death is even back then when I did my video 10 weeks ago and I was like, it's ego death. No, it was ego death was an understatement. I'm 10 weeks post-death experience. That is not going to be the same for everyone that has 5-MeO DMT, but I've had these flashbacks over the past couple of 2 to 3 weeks, and that was my experience. And something I learned with the Buffalo Various is it creates a space, if you welcome it during ceremony, it creates a space to really face you like head on, like in your face what your biggest fear is. And my biggest fear my entire life has been death. I'm scared of heights. I don't bungee jump. I don't skydive. I don't get on roller coasters. I don't do certain things because I was always scared of dying as a result of it. And I realize, and this has just come very evident to me, even in, I'm going to say, the past couple of weeks, more or less because I'm having surgery in a couple of weeks. And that's another thing that's scary. It's like having surgery is scary because you can die. I'll tell you guys about that. Not today, but I will tell you about my surgery coming up. And, you know, it's like, oh my God, you know, y'all, if you've ever had a surgery, you understand there's a lot of risk that comes in to play with that. So I realized that my Bufo Various experience faced me with my biggest fear, which was always death. And it wasn't scary. I told you guys it wasn't comfortable, but it wasn't scary. And now that I have experienced 23 minutes of being dead, at this point, everything else is a breeze, quite honestly. I mean, I'm not gonna like go NASCAR drive or stand in front of a freight train, but like there's nothing, you know what I mean? It's like I've experienced what it's going to be like to cross over to the other side. And for a lot of people, I have to say my experience was beautiful. It was painless. I mean, judgment came, trust me, and it was like, this is what you need to work on. But it wasn't what I thought we all imagined it to be. But that's just me and my experience. And that's why I'm trying to live my life and not create fucked up karma. But that's not going to be the same for everybody. So for some people, I don't know, death might not be the same. But I'm like, okay, if I get taken out of here tomorrow, I already know what it's going to be like, so I can handle that type of thing. Needless to say, my point is I wanted to come to some of you that are trying to figure out if Bufo is something you should do and what has changed for me. And I can't say that you'll have the same experience, but I have talked to a lot of people. It's interesting. Once you experience this and you partake in this type of medicine, those of you that have taken ceremony will really get it. It's like you're connected on such a like bigger cosmic level. I'm not going to go there. Y'all can watch the first video. I won't bore you with that. But I made some notes because y'all know I like to ramble. And I've had a little bit of wine. But first and foremost, 5-MeO DMT, do I regret it? That is something people have been inboxing me and asking me for a long time. Like, do you regret putting yourself through, I'm not going to call it a trauma. It wasn't trauma to me, but I do know of some of my followers that watched my video and then they took the experience and then they're like, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, it wasn't the best experience. And to that I say, 5-MeO shows you where you are and teaches you what you need to know. Excuse me. Let me let the bubbly go down. And it does face you with your biggest fears. So if you're not really ready to like fully embrace who you are, where you are, and the things that you're afraid of, so you can make some really huge breakthroughs in life, which is what it's done for me. I have made some breakthroughs in the past 2 months that I'm just like mind boggled right now. So if you're not ready for that, this medicine may not be the best thing for you. But do I regret it? No. Dr. Jerry was here in LA last week, and I had the privilege of being able to go and pick him up from the airport and spend a little bit of time with him. And I say a little bit of time because he was so busy and he was so booked up. And the only time I really got to spend with him was picking him up from the airport and getting to talk to him. And it's like having, okay, for me, you guys know, I worked in the medical field for 12 years. And I worked in OBGYN. And I used, I've watched babies get born through C-section and vaginal deliveries and women's health care. And it's just something, I'm very connected to us women. And like, I had a blood clot and I almost like had died and like all this shit happened. So like holistic medicine is my thing. So getting to have this board certified surgeon medical doctor, OBGYN in my car. I had him between the airport and like his Airbnb on Venice Beach. I had him for like 26 minutes in my car. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I have PCOS. So I'm about to, all the questions I'm going to ask him, everything I need to know, like help me figure out what I need to do. Anyway, it didn't go like that. But I was able to have a little bit of Dr. Jerry, and he was like, do you want to kiss the toad again? And I was like, yeah. And when it came time to kiss the toad, I was like, no. And I was presented with the opportunity to take ceremony again. And my limiting character came in, and that bitch stole the show. She was like, we're not about to die again. We're not doing that. And I picked him up on Friday, and it was just, there was a lot going on that day. So he was like, you know what, let's do it Sunday. I don't have any patience. Like I can really just, you know, you can do your ceremony. And I felt like, and he's amazing. I love him. And I've never been around anyone that I've never felt so most comfortable around. Like I trust him with my life. You guys have heard me say that. I trust this man. Even if I had died, I wouldn't physically die. But if I did die, it would have been okay because I trust him and he wouldn't let me die because he's a surgeon. Like he's got this. And he was like, you know, it's Sunday. I don't have a lot of patients or clients or whatever. We'll do your ceremony. We'll take our time. And it just didn't happen. My limiting character was like, nope, you're not doing that again. My ego was like, I don't want to die again. So what I regret is passing up the opportunity for my 5-MeO DMT experience for the second time. I asked my pendulum. I talked to my tarot cards. And I'm going to just keep it 100. I'm going to just be real sure with y'all. I had a hangover that day. And I felt like crap. And that really wasn't an excuse because I didn't feel good the day that I did the first time. And I could have, like Dr. Jerry, he's good. Like he would have been like, we got you. We'll work it out. We'll give you what you need. You need to eat and whatever. So it didn't happen, but that's okay. However, it's so interesting because they say that the toad will come back. And any of you that have had 5-MeO DMT, if you've ever done Bufo alvarius before, you will understand the toad post-ceremony, like, comes back. I think those first 3 nights after doing ceremony, I kept going back into I kept going back there, and it happens periodically. So it's been happening the last couple of nights. It's almost like I've been back into the vortex sort of thing, whatever. So limiting character stopped me, but it's not a negative. I just feel like he actually invited me down to Mexico, so I think I'm gonna go for that, but it's not a negative. But my life has changed. Okay, so how has things changed? Some things I've noticed about myself, improvements since the medicine, and I can honestly say to you, no matter how much candle burning, meditation, bottles of Andre or Jameson or Don Julio I drink, some things you just cannot seem to deal with because life is life. And if you live in LA, traffic is traffic, and mofos out here are just fucking idiots. So what has developed for me is patience on a level that I didn't even know existed. Yes. The level of patience I have for people, the level of patience I have for myself, which was a blessing. And I believe that comes from medicine. It was also during my ceremony, things that were revealed to me. The self-judgment and the self-criticism isn't there anymore. I'm on a pedestal in my own mind. Like, I know some of y'all like me. Some people don't. But I'm in my own pedestal as far as saying, like, the self-confidence and the self-worth and things that I were really insecure about prior to the 5-MeO medicine. that has all left me. It is very different. How I'm able to comprehend and process things in my life, dealing with my mother, who was a witch, who had multiple spiritual attachments, if y'all want to know that story about how my mother taught me witchcraft, I'll get into that later. But that's a lot. And I don't want to say that's traumatizing, because I don't want anybody who's teaching their children magic to think that it can be traumatizing, because it isn't. But I was brought up by two very different parents, and it shaped who I am now, which made me a pretty awesome person, because I'm here helping you guys. But that was a lot. That was a lot dealing with my mama. And she used to do Ouija boards and like seances. She worked for the Hollywood Police Department on their cold cases as a medium. Like, that's a lot. So if y'all want to know that story, I'll get into that later. But that contributed to, you know, when you're a teenage girl and you have a mom that's like a witch for the police department. Yeah, there's a lot that comes along with that. Okay, moving right along. Encouraging and forwarding, no, that's not the right word. Being very open to experiences and working on business and working on my self-image and working, even just communicating with you guys. Like, my girlfriend just left my house and she was like, "You're going to do a live video? You have no makeup on. Like, why don't you put some rollers?" She was like, all the things that were wrong with me to do this video. And I'm just like, I don't care what I look like. I'm just going to come talk to the people. Like, what's the big deal? But little things like that just don't bother me anymore. Like, before, this video probably wouldn't have happened for 5 days because it would have took me that long to put my makeup on and do my hair rollers. So just getting out of my own way, you know what I mean? Just being really authentic and connecting. And I think that's what a lot of people struggle with when it comes to marketing themselves and doing their business and being prosperous. We're so consumed with what other people are going to think about us, and instead of just being us and just putting yourself out there and seeing what the universe blesses you with. Like wearing the same t-shirt that I wore when I did my last video. It is what it is. Getting out of my own way is what 5-MeO DMT taught me. And not really caring so much about what people think to a certain extent. I mean, of course, you have to be mindful, but for the most part, living very free. If you are following me on Facebook, then you've probably seen my last couple of weekends. I've been very free, and that's okay, and not really giving a fuck what anybody else thinks. Taking care of my temple and wanting to honor my body. 5-MeO, Bufo. So 5-MeO does come from different substances, but Bufo alvarius is, like I expressed before, is a frog that's indigenous to the Sonoran Desert. And it is a natural, he's just naturally running around the world, but the desert, and taking care of himself. So it does make you want to be more conscious of your body. And there's been a huge change in my diet, in my sleep pattern, in my, ooh, do I dare say I be telling y'all all my business just because I like you. I'm just, you know, even the type of person that I invite into my sacred space is different. We'll put it that way. And y'all know I'm newly single and mingling, but I'm very selective with who I mingle with. So even that, my whole type has changed. Like the whole type of guy I used to date versus who I date post 5-MeO, way different. And I'm like, I don't know if it's a 5-MeO, if it's a Motivite, but something has definitely shifted in a good way. Overall, 5-MeO DMT has been the most amazing, life-changing. So many things have changed, and that's just scratching the surface. So many things have changed just for me, internally, externally. You guys see the changes, and I definitely feel like, I know a lot of people talk about ayahuasca, and they're like, well, ayahuasca, that seems to be trending. I'm not one of those hop on the bandwagon type of people. There's nothing wrong with ayahuasca. It is something that I have studied, I've researched, I've considered doing. I'm not with the whole throwing up, and I'm familiar with psilocybin mushrooms. I don't really want to trip for 6 or 8 hours. I just don't. And being an introvert, my personality type is IFPF. If you're familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality type, but I am ISPF. I don't do well in settings like I'm not trying to be in a room full of mofos fucking tripping out and throwing up. That doesn't seem cool. That's why I've never done Cambo. Like, I don't want my skin burned and I don't want to vomit. I don't feel like you need to do that to have this spiritual awakening. For those that do, more power to you. I love it. I'm glad that that's what works for you, but that's not what works for me. I have a freezer full of mushrooms, and I'll take my shrooms and I'll smoke toad when it presents itself again, hopefully, maybe. But that's just not what I need. But the life changes, even as far as my body. And I'm going to leave y'all with this because I feel like I'm rambling at this point. But as a plus-size girl, curvy girl, with insulin-resistant PCOS, have been, trying to conceive off and on, going from being in a relationship to not in a relationship to now I'm single to now I have a sperm donor. Not really a sperm donor, but I have this guy that's like, I love you, I want to get you pregnant. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Huh? You want to have a baby with me? Are there any incentives? He's like, no, I'll just give you a kid. And I'm like, oh, well, as much as I want to have a baby, that's not going to work either. And I'm trying to heal my body naturally. And I'll tell you guys about my surgery later and just try to get my infertility stuff together. I feel like all of these changes has happened as a result of going on this journey with 5-MeO, being faced with the things that I didn't want to deal with, being faced with reality, getting a lot of downloads about taking care of myself and who I need to let go and who should be in my life, and just putting me on a whole other level, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. As a woman that's about to be 34 years old, there's been miraculous changes from taking this medicine. This video is not to encourage you. I'm not soliciting or promoting or anything. I'm just sharing my experience with you. And for those of you that have been on the journey, maybe your experience was different. Maybe some of you are looking to try it. Maybe some of you are in a place in your life where you're like, I'm fucking lost and I don't know what I need to do. I don't know if 5-MeO is for you, but the things that have happened for me in the past 2.5 months have been absolutely amazing. Some of my posts are not conducive. Someone emailed me the other day, is like, you're putting up stuff that's offensive. You're cursing in your videos. And, I put up my post of getting loved on last night at the strip club, and somebody inboxed me, was like, how dare you? And I'm like, fuck off. This is me. I'm living my best life. I'm a witch. I'm a damn good witch. And I'm just sharing my life with you guys and things that have worked for me because I feel like it can help a lot of you and work for some of you. So that's just what it is. And that's me on a Sunday night. I love you guys and thank you for watching. Tomorrow is Monday. Yes, when you don't have a job, you don't know what day it is, and that's a blessing too. Tomorrow will be showing you guys how to work with the 2020 candles. If you have any suggestions for those of you that have come to class, Khayr and I are figuring out what we're going to do for Thursday's class. So if you have any suggestions or topics or things you want us to talk about, let me know. The 2020 candles will be out. I'm going to show y'all how to work with that. This is the last full moon of the year. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. What happened 2019? Who cares? 2020 is coming. So I do want to do a video on, I'm thinking about, so tell me what you guys want. I need you to can y'all post some stuff? Help your girl out. I'm thinking about doing a video on, okay, so these are my two ideas. Either how to leave the bullshit in 2019 or how to manifest 2020, which to me, I feel like they go hand in hand, but I'm not sure which one you'd rather see more of. So comment below. Let me know what you think. Or if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about. I'm excited and nervous for 2020. And this is my first year I'm going to be single on New Year's. Well, there's still a couple of weeks to manifest someone. But this is the first year I'm going to be single on New Year's Eve. What should a girl do with herself? I'll probably be burning candles, but Oh no, I got some victims lined up in my phone, but we'll see. Anyways, babies, I want everybody to have a happy, healthy, prosperous 2020. So I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to see so I can construct a spell for you, a candle for you, and next Thursday's class. So let me know. And thank you so much for the support. I love each and every one of you. And some people say really mean things to me, but you know what? I love you too. So even the mean ones, that's okay. I'll take it. I like constructive criticism. Let me know if this video has been helpful in any way. I've been rambling on about my 2-month experience. And if you are curious about my upcoming surgery and if you want to follow me. So I've never been on Snapchat before. I'm on Snapchat now, which I don't know, you millennials, you young people, this whole technology, I don't even know how to use Snapchat, but I'm on Snapchat at One Ritual Away if you want to follow me. I am slowly moving, I've been saying this for months, I'm slowly moving over to Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. Snapchat is for my personal life, my witchy life, so I'm not posting candles and things like that. I'm just kind of posting little sneak peeks into like things I do with my best friend when I'm out, when I'm shopping, when I'm at the candle store, when I was at the strip club last night and shit like that. So if you want to follow a little bit more about my personal life, you can follow me on Snapchat. I'm trying to keep it PG, but that didn't happen yesterday. Anywho, I love y'all. I love your support. And let me know what you guys want me to continue to post up. And if you are taking Thursday's class, maybe help me figure out a topic. And I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Y'all see I'm looking crazy. I gotta go press these edges and clean up this house and get ready for tomorrow's video. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. And share this video. Please share this video because Facebook ain't sharing my stuff no more. It's like Facebook hates me or something. I don't know. But circulate my content so that other people that want to have help in their life can get it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.